Hello everyone, this is Sagar Wagh and we are going to study today mediator pattern, which is one of the behavior design patterns. We are going to see what is mediator pattern, when to use it, why to use it, and how to use it. So let's begin. So what is mediator pattern? Well, it's a design pattern that controls the communication between different objects. Now this might look difficult to understand, but once you understand the problem that mediator pattern solves, it will be easy for you to understand. So stay with me till the end of this video. To understand the problem, consider a use case where you decided to resign from your organization. As a part of process, you'll have to reach out to different set of people like manager, HR, accounting team, admin team, IT team, and maybe the other departments of your organization. Now we are going to program it without using mediator pattern so that we can understand the actual problem. So in your client code, you will be creating the instance of employee and then you will simply invoke the resign method for that instance. Now as soon as the resign is invoked, we'll have to reach out to different set of entities like HR, accounting, and maybe your manager. So for that, we'll have to create the instance of each of them. And once we have those instances, we'll invoke the appropriate methods for those. Like for manager and HR, we'll notify them that the employee has resigned. And for accounting team, we'll notify them to initiate the salary settlement. Well, this seems to be a working code. But if you notice, the employee class is carrying an additional overhead to communicate with different set of people in the organization to actually execute the process. And that's definitely a disaster for an employee. So this is the first problem. Now let's move to the second problem where the communication may cause a disaster. For that, let's say you inform accountant about your resignation and ask to settle your salary. But hey, accountant is not going to listen you directly. The confirmation about your resignation will be needed by your HR and your manager, which means accountant now will have to communicate with HR and manager. Well, this is the second disaster which I was talking about. Not only the employee has to communicate with different set of people, but the executors of the request also needs to communicate with each other to actually achieve the entire process execution. Well, I hope you understand the problems now. Let's try to note it down in a simple words. Too many communications between different entities could cause a disaster. It could cause a mess. It could decrease the readability. It could increase the maintenance. In short, your application might be in a working state, but it will be a mess for you. Okay, so here comes the mediator pattern. The entities remains the same. You'll have manager, you'll have employee, you'll have accountant, you will have HR. But now the mediator will come to help to actually initiate the communication on behalf of any entity. So for example, employee will just notify to mediator and mediator will take care of communicating with HR, manager and accountant. Let's try to modify our example by introducing mediator pattern. After introducing mediator, will create the instance of employee, but instead of employee raising the resignation, we will make a use of mediator to raise the resignation. And mediator will now internally take care of communicating with HR, manager and accountant. So let's see how. The resign method of the mediator class will now create the instance of manager, HR and accountant, and then it will notify all of them to initiate their respective process. It will also define another method, say should process, which will internally ensure that both manager as well as HR has approved the resignation. This will solve the another problem where accountant has to communicate with HR and manager. Now instead of that, accountant will directly consume mediator and mediator will internally take care of communicating with HR and manager. Well, this is the beauty of mediator pattern. You don't have to worry about to whom with you have to communicate and how to communicate. Mediator pattern takes care of everything. Now with this level of understanding, let's take a moment to note down the advantages of using mediator pattern. First advantage, mediator pattern helps to decouple entities from each other so that they don't have to worry about how to communicate with each other. Second advantage is that mediator pattern helps you to add or even replace one or more entities behind the mediator. So the one who initiates the communication doesn't need to bother about the internal changes. This is pretty awesome. Now let's also note down the other examples where mediator pattern can be useful. First one, hotel receptionist acts as a mediator for you. The receptionist keeps track of each and every check-in and check-out made to the different rooms in the hotel. So whenever you want to check the occupancy, you actually don't need to check each and every room. You just ask the receptionist and the receptionist will tell you whether you are allowed to check in or not. Second example could be of a system failure detector, which also acts as a mediator for you. To detect the failure, you actually don't need to check each and every component of your system. You just ask mediator to initiate the check, and mediator behind the scene will communicate with all the components of your system to detect the failure. So far this looks good. Now you must be wondering, when should I use mediator pattern? Well, for that you have to ask this question to you. Do you have a use case where multiple entities of your system are going to collaborate with each other to achieve the entire process result? If the answer to question is yes, you should use mediator pattern. Well, that's it. I hope this was helpful and now you understand the mediator pattern. If you want to be strong, you have to work hard. A single video cannot make you master of everything. So keep reading more about this online. Try to get more hands-on experience on mediator pattern. Try to get in-depth knowledge of mediator pattern. This is Sagar Wagh and I am here to explain the common complex concepts which are difficult to understand in as simple way as possible. Hope Optimus Growth Channel helps you to grow and let you grow the others. Please subscribe for upcoming videos and do share all of them with your friends. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much.